Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I am going to show you today, if you're watching on the video, some amazing jewelry. It is so creative and handmade by somebody. And if you're listening to us, we're going to describe it, but also tell you how to get some of it and even custom pieces. And she is all about QueenJordii's gems, and she's Jordii Brown. She's back with us. Welcome, Jordii. How you doing?
Hi, Steve. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, so good to have you back here. And I'm glad last time we got a chance to see some of the pieces that your recent stuff that you're working on. Would love to take a look at some more. You know, with around you right now, you're in your sacred space where you design and assemble and put things together. What's your favorite piece right now? If you just, close your eyes and open them and then you just reach, what would be the piece that you would pull out and say, yeah, you know what? I'm into this one. I'm happy the way this one came out.
So my favorite piece right now is actually this piece right here, which is a choker, a unique, like, hand woven choker. And I've never before used like pink and red together like this. And then I attached chain to make it like into a body piece as well.
Wow.
So when I made this, I was super excited because this was definitely not what I was trying to make. And it gave me so many like thoughts, like what else could I do to it? Or like what else similar could I make that's equally as good? And I had a photo shoot in this the other day, so I'm very excited to like put those out.
Does that happen kind of a lot when you're working on a piece? It's really super pretty. And I could see somebody wearing that,
Thank you.
summertime, like really nice. Does it happen like
yes, it's really good.
right? Do you have a vision? You start with one and then it kind of goes in a different direction like that one did?
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, I started off by not sketching before I make it. I would just like make whatever came to my mind. But then last year, I noticed that, if I actually sketch out the design and then try to create it, it's a whole different feeling. And I did that for a little bit, but then I noticed that I would sketch something out, but then I would start making it and then it turns into something completely different. So I never know what way it's gonna go.
It's almost
I feel
like
like I'm just the vessel, and then the creativity just takes over.
that's where I was going with that. It's almost like the universe has a plan and it's just like going through you and this is what comes out and your hands are just being guided by whatever creative sources is out there. That one piece with the choker and the chain, how long did that take to put together?
Not really long. Maybe like a couple hours.
Okay.
2-3 hours. But if I
So
were to make it again, it would probably take me like way less time just because I did it before.
right. And now you have it. You got to
Yes,
figure it out.
And I'll figure out a faster way to do it next time.
Right.
I did it once before. Yeah.
But you know where you're gonna go. Like it's like when you get in the car and you're just driving aimlessly, you don't know where you're going. So you kind of, you maybe have an idea, but now next time you get in the car or next time you design or do that piece, you know what you're doing. You know where you want to go with it. So, it'll kind of move along a little bit faster for you.
Yes, exactly like that. Exactly like that. And then next time, as I'm making something similar, like just because I created this one first, I didn't know how to explain it. But next time, it's like the light is way brighter, and I just, it's hard to explain. But if you're a creative person, you probably call it like the flow state. Next time, I would be even deeper in the flow state when I create something similar, or I just know that the possibilities are endless. But yeah, creating different pieces definitely does something to my creativity as well,
Now,
and
how would you,
confidence in the pieces
well,
I'm creating.
that's a really good point in terms of confidence, because if you try something different that you haven't done before, and now when you do it again, it's like, yeah, I got that. I know how that works, how that, maybe these two, like you just said, the pink and the red, how they complement each other and look good to each other. If somebody, so let's say you put that piece on the website, somebody orders it. Um, how are you making more of those, or is it going to be per order on something like that?
So for something like this, it would definitely be like a one of a kind piece.
Okay.
I would just put it on my website, and then once it's gone, it's gone. But I've had customers come to me and say, "Oh, I want something like this," or "I need that." And I'll tell them, "So that's already sold, and I could try to remake it for you. It won't be exactly like that,
Right.
but it'll have the same gemstones and it'll have an even better pattern that's gonna
Okay.
be for you, and you're the only one that's gonna have that piece." Because each time it's different, or at least a little bit different.
That's cool because it is it's a one of a kind piece. It's a one of a kind piece. How about some other stuff you got kicking around over there? What could we see?
So right now, my most popular thing right now is our earring chains. And they are here. I'm just gonna grab one of them. And this one was actually inspired by my need to have something fashionable in a very short amount of time. I had my last pop-up shop and I wanted something cute to wear, but I just didn't know what. And I started making an earring, and then I had a chain too, and I was like, I'm gonna attach it. And then, so this is the earring chain that I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
You can wear it
Oh, wow.
like this, so it also doubles as a necklace. So earring, necklace. And then if you have two piercings, like one at the top, one at the bottom, you can also wear it like this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
like versatile pieces as well. Things that could be multiple things. Because fashion is all about being different and not just doing it one way.
I love about your designs that they are creative, but not over the top, where somebody would look at it and say, "Oh my God, I can't wear that." No, that's not me. You can, but it's more than just your regular type of jewelry. It's
Yes,
unique. It's unique.
yes. And I try to have different tiers. I try to have some things like on the simpler side, because even for people that are very extra like me, I'm out there with my personality. There are still days when I'm just going to the doctor or I'm just going, and I don't feel like doing all that. But I still wanna feel cute.
Yep.
So I like to have like different levels of spiciness in my
Gotcha.
designs.
Spiciness. I like that. So let's say you had a job in an office, and you may call it a little conservative. You might take down the spice a little bit. But
Yes.
if you're going out on the weekend, even daytime or nighttime, you could kick up the spice a little bit,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
Uh,
And speaking of jobs, Steve, can I tell you something real quick, or actually
sure,
show you something?
sure.
So recently I came up with a design. I had a customer that wanted me to make her like a custom gemstone tie pin. And this one is in process, but basically I made hers already. Like whatever gemstones you like, I could do whatever gemstones, and then it just attaches from one collar to the next.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, I have something for everyone.
Oh, that's actually super cool. So it takes the, traditional, call it collared shirt at your job and kind of spices it up. Nice.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you on the last piece that you showed, there was a stone, the one where you can wear from ear to ear with the
Okay.
choker chain in the middle. What was that
Yes.
stone? I'm trying
So
to,
this is
selenite?
clear quartz.
Okay. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. So I was wondering. All right. Interesting.
Yes.
Why did you pick clear quartz?
So this is the first one I made actually, and I made it with clear quartz. This is known as the master healer. So clear quartz goes with anything. First of all, it's in a very neutral color,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also known to amplify the energy of any gemstones that it's paired with. So when I'm starting off with like a new design, I love doing neutral colors or just like something like clear quartz because most people would probably be able to wear this piece and it's versatile too. It's not like a bright color where you feel like you can only wear it with certain outfits.
Yep.
This is like you can style it however. But
Yeah.
yes.
It's very, very neutral, but it's also got a meaning. It's got some property to it, you know?
Yes.
Hmm. Wow. What's your go-to stone right now? So we got the clear quartz. Let's say you were going to design something later today. What would you pick? What stone?
Definitely amethyst. But I'm a little bit biased because that's my birthstone.
So don't tell me. You are an Aquarius?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I had a girlfriend once, so of course, bought her jewelry. So that's how I remember that. Yeah.
Wait, what are
Yeah.
you, Steve?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, I love it. I have a Virgo rising.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
And I worked for a lot of years with somebody, and she and I we're very successful, and she was an Aquarian. And I felt like we really got along together well, like we blended well.
Yes, I have a lot of Virgo friends. The energy definitely flows. Because
Hmm.
Virgos are so smart.
I don't know about that. uh, but you know what? I think the and I don't know a lot about Aquarians, but between the two signs, I believe they both want truth and honesty. Like, this is it. Tell me like it is. Don't sugarcoat it. That's an Aquarian. I want to know what's up.
Correct.
Yeah. And you always take
Yes,
the high road. That's just the, higher morals, values, maybe than some other signs. That's my feeling. And I've heard that,
I agree. I agree with you. I feel like all the Virgos in my life and all the Virgos that I know, I can depend on them to just give it to me straight. And I appreciate that so much.
yeah.
Because as an Aquarius, I tell it straight and I love communicating and I don't get caught up in my feelings. I'm able to be logical and I appreciate that Virgo energy so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like Aquarians are like Geminis in terms of the social aspect, but more centered. I'm sorry. Been through some
Sorry,
Geminis.
Gemini.
Sorry. Um,
It's true
but
though.
there's I don't want to say it, but it's just it's the social aspect is there with the Aquarians, but it's a more true, more genuine. Not to say Geminis are fun, yeah, but maybe a little too much fun sometimes. Just saying, that's just me. Um, are you? It seems like you're into astrology. We today started Mercury retrograde.
I know that I'm trying not to think about that
Me too.
because, it doesn't matter what I feel like. Even though into astrology, I am into astrology, but I'm also into the power of our minds. And I
Hmm.
know that regardless of what's going on astrologically,
Yep.
it's the most important is what's going on in your own mind and heart. So I try not to focus too much on what's outside because I know that I'm creating this from within.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
also with the astrology too, it's not just about the Mercury retrograde. It's also like your personal planets and what's going on in your personal chart, your whole chart. So it's very complex, but the energies don't lie though. I
Hmm.
definitely feel
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And I look at it this way: just be aware of it, and maybe check and double check. They're your best friends when it comes to sending a text and an email and anything like that. And don't read too deep into it. But of course, at the same time,
better safe than sorry.
that's
Yes.
that's my
I'm
Palo
about to
Santo. That's my Palo Santo. Just getting it out there. Positive energy going on. Can it hurt?
I'll take it. No.
Can it hurt? No. And it smells great too. You can't smell it, but trust me. And this is, by the way, this is legit. Like this is true
Mhm.
Palo Santo.
Where's
Um,
that from?
Yate. And I think where is she in Arizona? Let me see. She might be. She might be in Arizona, but she is a Native American and makes this stuff, and it's the real deal. Like there is true organic Palo Santo in their essential oils and distilled water. Real deal.
Wow. I'll
Yeah.
have to look her up.
Yeah. It is Yate. Yate. But
Okay.
yeah.
I looked her up.
Yeah, positive vibes, positive vibes. So
Yes.
what are you thinking of working on next? What's on your mind?
So I actually have, okay, so I have a customer. She's coming over today
Oh, cool.
to pick up something that she ordered for her daughter, but her daughter has a photo shoot this weekend and she's asking me if I would like to style her. So
Oh, wow.
I'm about to whip something up, Steve.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what yet, but it's gonna be whipped.
Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Do you have the piece that she is picking up? Can we see that?
Yes. So
Oh, this is
actually,
cool.
so she ordered a necklace and a ring to match, and it's rose quartz.
Mm.
And so I have these necklaces on my website, but she wanted to customize the chain length. And this is rose quartz,
Yep.
and it has a heart chain. So that's
Oh, I
pretty
love that. Oh,
different.
that's different. Wow.
Yeah, so it's different, but still not too extra. It's still like,
Yeah.
dainty.
Yeah.
And then this is the ring that I made to go with it.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, so I love
Hmm.
these. When I sent her the picture and the video, she was very happy.
Oh, that's really nice pieces.
Thank
I'm
you.
very partial. I'm very partial to the rose quartz. My mom's name was Rose, so
Oh,
it means something.
I
Whenever I
love
see it, it's
that.
like, if it just randomly comes up like it did, it's like, maybe mom's sending a sign, and she does.
Oh,
And I have it. Quick story. I had a medical situation with my daughter back in October. She's fine, but was a hospital involved, and that kind of a stressful time. And I was like, Mom, send me some signs. Just want to know it's okay. I had just put I went away, saw some friends, and I just that morning put a chain with a rose quartz on my rear view. And pull into the hospital. There's, you have to valet park. So the guy comes over, and he was like maybe 22. He comes up, and he's like, "Oh man, I can't believe you're doing that. Thank you so much. You gave me a great idea." I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" He goes, "I was going to get a rose quartz, and I'm going to hang it just like you have it right there." And I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, it means so much to me." I'm like, "It means a lot to me too." And then I remembered I had um, from my trip, I bought a couple of things. In my pocket, I had a rose quartz. And I say, well, this is going to start you off. Here you go. And I just handed it to her.
wow.
Yeah. And it's just like, I was asking my mom for a sign, and that like this guy comes over
Oh,
out of nowhere for a rose quartz. So
wow. I love that. And
it's a
I
great stone.
definitely believe that because energy does not die.
I agree.
And wow,
I agree.
Steve, you have great energy. I just have to tell you that you have
Thanks.
amazing energy.
You do too. You do
Thank
too.
you.
Definitely feel it without a doubt. Show us some more stuff. I loved you showing those pieces just now, because it's almost like you watch a show and somebody peel back the curtains, so we get to kind of get a
Yes.
look behind the scenes, with somebody picking up one of your pieces.
Yes. Okay, so this is a unique choker that I made for a Vikings themed photo shoot.
Wow.
It
Okay.
has some shell. I got the shell from Mexico on my last vacation. There's black tourmaline. Then I added some like chain element just to be different. Then clear quartz.
Wow.
Then I have like lava rocks and some black obsidian here. Then it's all wire wrapped. And this would just work like this. And if you already in this choker, and it was out of this world.
Wow. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something. When you showed me that before you put it on, I was like, how's that going to look? When you put it on, it looks awesome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Yes,
Huh.
and actually, I did not know what I was gonna do and what I was for this piece for the scenario, like a Viking scenario, and already had the base. It was a piece I started on before, but then I just wasn't feeling it. And then the morning off, I just took some wires and chains. I just grabbed some stuff and I just started adding to it. And I love the way it turned out. I love
Mm.
it. And then I even made some earrings to match. So these are the earrings. They're kind of crazy with some clear
You know what?
quartz.
They could look crazy when you hold them, but when you put them on, I'll bet it, it's
Yes.
not. See, that's the thing. Maybe it's you. You wear it well. I don't know. But yeah,
No, it's like art. You know, art could look like just paint splatters,
right.
or
Totally.
it's like beautiful. It's all
Yep.
perception.
Yep. How you interpret it. Yeah. Tell me
Yeah.
about black tourmaline and black obsidian. People
Yeah.
mention them to me all the time, especially the tourmaline. Do I have any? I don't know. I need to get some. Somebody told me that, yeah, you need that. What's the difference between them? What do they do?
Okay, so there's a lot of differences in like properties. I have some right here. I'm just gonna grab them. But so first of all, most of the protective stones are black, and one of the most powerful ones are black tourmaline, which is this right
I've
here.
never seen it in that form. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm just gonna clean my screen real quick.
Hmm.
I think I touched it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so this is black tourmaline. And for
Wow.
anybody out there with the black tourmaline, you know you can't get this in water because just like selenite, black tourmaline will like come apart
Yep. Yep.
in water, but it's very protective. I put this by my door. I always have it by my door, and I set the intention that no bad vibes can enter. And I
Wow.
think it's working for sure.
I believe it. Wow. Okay.
No, it bothers me.
And I and,
So,
and I have my selenite or selenite right there.
oh, I love it.
It's always
Yeah,
hanging out.
selenite. And then black obsidian is a similar protective stone. They both have protective properties, but they're not the same. I think black obsidian is probably more on the protective side. Like a lot of like metaphysical people use black obsidian to like manifest, or it's very shiny. So it has like black mirror type
Hmm.
properties. Like it sucks in energy.
I've heard the same thing. A lot of people who are extremely metaphysical, they gravitate toward that stone. Like that's one of their top three.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I
that,
hear it all the time. I'm looking at the time. I don't want to run out of it because we want to talk about you have a social media special going on right now. Tell us about that.
ooh. So we do have a social media special right now. If you use the code PBN on my website, which is www.queenjordiesgems.com, you get 25% off your order. And this is
Nice.
from now all the way till next week, Friday, when I have my last interview with PBN.
Oh no.
I know, Steve, I will miss
Wow.
you.
I miss you too. All right. We got to make it a good one.
Yes.
And your website, I just want to make sure people spell it right. QueenJordii's. So that's JORDIIS gems.com.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. What's your Instagram page?
So it's QueenJordii's Gems. So Queen, JORDIIS Gems. And TikTok is the same. YouTube is the same. Just QueenJordii's Gems across the board.
Awesome. And 25% off if you jump on that right now. You just have to place the order, right? It doesn't have to be completed. Just place the order. Wow. Super cool. Thank you for today. It's like I felt like I was living a day in the life of Jordii, as we're just walking around looking at stuff. Like really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so much fun, Steve. Thank you.
Same. And I appreciate you. Love your energy and have a great weekend. I look forward next time we talk.
Thank you, Steve. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye, everyone.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.